Welcome. You are about to step into Taiwan's own Golden Triangle. This isn't just a place, it's a story. A story of a lost army that found a home. A story that unfolds in the vibrant chaos of Zhongzhen Market and the quiet halls of the Alien Realm Story House. Prepare to leave Taiwan as you know it behind. Our journey today weaves through three places that tell one single living story. First, we'll dive into Zhongzhen Market, the sensory heart of the community, named for the loyalty of its founders. Then we'll explore Longgang Migang Cowtown, the culinary soul, where history is served in a bowl. And finally, we'll visit the Alien Realm Cultural Area, the historical memory where the past is preserved and shared. Ready? Let's begin. As you walk these streets, you might wonder, why are the signs in Chinese, Thai, and Burmese? Because you've just entered a cultural enclave. This isn't your typical Taiwanese town, it was forged in the borderlands of Southeast Asia. So breathe deep, smell those exotic spices, look for the colorful festival flags, and get ready to immerse yourself in a true multicultural melting pot. So, who is this lost army? After the Chinese Civil War ended in 1949, one unit of soldiers refused to surrender. They retreated, not to Taiwan, but into the dense, unforgiving jungles of the Golden Triangle. For over 30 years, they fought and survived in isolation, a forgotten chapter of history. It wasn't until the 1950s, under pressure from the United Nations, that thousands were finally evacuated to this very spot, a new home they called Zhongzhen New Village, the loyal and steadfast New Village, a name that honors their incredible perseverance. Life in the jungle was a raw struggle for survival. Cut off from all support, these soldiers married into local minority tribes, the Dai, the Wa, the Lahu. This wasn't just a military strategy, it was a human one. When the evacuation finally happened, it wasn't just soldiers who came to Taiwan, it was a migration of families, a fusion of cultures. The result is what you see today, a unique community with Yunnan Thai Burmese roots, unlike anywhere else on the island. Now, as we enter the first zone of the story house, we step into chaos. Imagine fighting a war with no backup, no supply lines, just your wits and your will to survive. This is the reality of the guerrilla warfare they waged against overwhelming forces. And here you can do more than just imagine. Go ahead, try on the replica military gear, feel the weight of that duty on your shoulders. From the chaos of battle, we move into silence. This zone isn't about the noise of war, but the deafening silence of loss. This was a migration of families, and with it came heartbreaking choices. Many had to leave children behind to ensure their survival, walking hundreds of miles through treacherous mountains to escape. The silence here represents that profound, unspoken pain. Next, we enter the lost zone, the mystery of the Golden Triangle. How do you feed an army with no funding? You trade what the land provides. To get weapons and food, the army traded raw opium, plunging them into a world of complex tribal conflicts and identity crises. This is the most controversial and misunderstood part of their story. And then came the return. In 1953, under UN pressure, every soldier faced a life-changing choice. Option 1, evacuate to Taiwan, an island they had never seen. Option 2, stay in the jungle and continue a seemingly endless fight. Around 7,000 people boarded those planes, beginning the final chapter of their long journey home to a place they had never been. Finally, we arrive at inclusion. From being seen as an intolerable problem by the world, they found a place of inclusion here in Taiwan. The Lost Army planted new roots in Longgang, and that alien realm of the jungle transformed into a beloved home, a vibrant melting pot of cultures. The story of survival became a story of revival. They were strangers in the Golden Triangle, and they were strangers when they first arrived in Taiwan. But their spirit was never strange. The village was named Zhongzhen, loyalty, to honor that unwavering spirit. And today, their children and grandchildren have transformed that legacy of survival into a cultural treasure for all of us to experience. The heart of this cultural area is the Stranger Story House. But this is not a dusty, boring museum. It's an immersive storytelling journey. Your visit begins with a powerful 5-minute animated film that sets the emotional stage for everything you're about to see. Don't miss it. Here's a little secret. The museum's founder, Wang Genshin, was an actual intelligence agent, and you can find some of his real spy gear here. Look for the display on invisible ink. The secret ingredient wasn't some high-tech chemical, it was MSG, the flavor enhancer, taken right from the kitchen. A message written in MSG solution would disappear, only to be revealed when the paper was baked over a fire. As you explore the exhibits, keep an eye out for the vibrant cultural symbols woven into the displays. You'll see the peacock, a sacred animal for the Dai people, symbolizing life and nature. You'll see the colorful tube skirts, or tamin, worn by Burmese women. And you'll see the intricate silver ornaments that are a hallmark of the region's minority groups. When the families arrived, they were housed in simple military barracks. But to support themselves, they started cooking and selling the food they missed most, the flavors of home. This was the birth of the famous Zhongzhen Market, a community built from the kitchen up. Today, that market is the soul of the community. It's one of Taiwan's most unique culinary destinations, a place where you can hear a dozen dialects, smell spices you've never encountered, and taste a history of survival and resilience in every bite. This is where our story comes alive. In the jungle, the rule was simple. If it moves, it's meat. If it's green, it's a vegetable. This survivalist mindset created a cuisine rich in rare spices, wild herbs, and, crucially, preserved meats. The market today is a direct descendant of that jungle kitchen. The food you are about to eat is a historical artifact. In the humid jungles, wheat couldn't grow, so the soldiers adapted, making noodles from rice a staple of the Yunnan and Burmese diet. Decades of jungle rations, of making do with what they had, evolved into the incredible fusion cuisine you find here today. The star of the show is migan. These aren't just any rice noodles, they are steamed from pure rice milk, giving them a soft yet chewy texture. They're served in a rich pork bone broth with toppings like pork liver and a perfectly cooked egg. But the real soul of the dish is the sour pickled greens known as shui yan kai. It's the taste of home in a bowl. Pay attention to the unique flavors here. In most of Taiwan, we eat the leaves of the coriander. Here, the root is the soul of the soup base. You'll taste turmeric, Sichuan pepper, and other jungle herbs. And you'll see all kinds of smoked and preserved meats, a technique essential for survival in the humid jungle climate. Beyond the migan, you have to try the snacks. Look for wandu fen, or pea pudding. It's served cold with vinegar, chili oil, and peanuts, incredibly refreshing and savory. Also, find the posu bao, or broken pastry buns. They're named broken because the delicate, flaky layers will shatter like porcelain if you drop them. They come with both sweet and savory fillings. Feeling adventurous? Good. You have to try the fried pork skin, a crunchy, puffy snack that's perfect for dipping in spicy sauce. Or the dried beef, marinated in chili and Sichuan pepper and then smoke-dried. And you absolutely cannot leave without trying the shui yan chai, those sour water pickles that are the secret weapon of Yunnan cooking. If you're lucky enough to be here in April, you'll witness the Longgang Rice Noodle Festival. It's a culture of fire and water. Water is splashed to wash away bad luck, a tradition from Southeast Asia, and torches are lit for fire to drive away misfortune and pray for a good harvest. Don't miss the incredible long table banquet, where hundreds of dishes are served on giant bamboo pans, a true celebration of community. The author Bo Yang once wrote of them in his book Alien Realm. A group of forgotten people. If they die in battle, they rot with the grass. If they return victorious, they are still not tolerated by heaven or earth. Today, we remember. We visit not just to eat, but to honor their resilience and their long, long journey home. So why does this journey matter? It's a story of resilience, of how displaced soldiers turned a foreign land into a thriving home. It's a story of diversity, proof that Yunnan, Burmese, Thai, and Taiwanese cultures can blend to create something beautiful. Your final mission is simple. Open your eyes to the history, your mind to the culture, and your appetite to the food. See you in Zhongzhen.